Now, before I go deal with these injuries, I said I was going to give some stories on the many ways I've unalived, especially since I lost a bet and I have to deal with this now. And I know it might seem confusing. How can you have unalived if you're here now? The best information I can give you is this is my original universe, and I feel it every time. Just end up landing here, and it seems like the best universe to be able to do what I'm trying to do. Now then, the first unalive has to do with the man who helped with most of the injuries that came upon this raid. 582. Or the Herr. He wasn't the only one. I like word puns. Now this came about 3 different times in 2 different universes. First time I heard about the guy and his fingers being able to bend all the way back and forth like they're fucking tentacles. I had to see it. I got too close, cut me down. But with him, always feel the blade, but never really much damage. You could tell that he's a really good surgeon when it comes to the things he does. Could be like Ferdinand. Second time around was in a newer dimension or universe. After realizing how much he knows, I wanted to learn under him, trying to see how much of his brain I could scratch. Just apprentice a little bit. Mostly be a nuisance. Got to a point where I stopped calling him Herr more and more often. For those who don't know, that means master in German. Master surgeon, if you didn't get the wordplay I was doing earlier. And you could tell he was starting to get irritating. He corrected me once, saying, "You do know that means master, right?" I was like, "Yeah." And he aggravatedly asked, "Why don't you just say the whole thing? Because it sounds weird just calling him master." And I said, "I can call him senpai," and just looked at him. He didn't like that. As I asked him, "What's the problem?" I felt a cold blade through my voice box. He took my talk away. Understandably though, because it took him long enough to realize I was just being a prick. I like learning, but also have my other agendas. Third time is where I went back in that same universe to him, and he was so surprised that I wasn't dead that he ended up killing me again out of pure shock or fascination to see what would happen third time. At least each time was painless. Did he harvest me? Hold on.